So, yeah, and that's what friends do. Friends eat dick. So, that being said...
See, what should happen is that, oh, do you guys play D&D? And like, no, but we know friends who we're running a dick-sucking contest.
And then I'm in, like Flynn, immediately. I'm like, yep, where do I sign up? Who do I pay?
As they're telling Tad, Anthony just gets summoned through a portal. He's like, I'm here. I heard dick stuff.
Excuse me, I'll take it from here.
He just unfolds space.
Come in juggling grapefruits with holes in them.
Well. The perfect technique.
Look what we have here. Well, they get a load of me. Let's do... You guys want to do a D&D? Should we do a D&D?
Let's do it.
Did I not... I don't think... I uploaded the last session, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Why did I forget all about that? Thank you. So...
It's been a week, and it's been a long week.
It's been a long... fucking... It's taken like 2 weeks to get through a week. Alright, so...
It's been a while.
When last we left off... Some pre-session talks, we had talked about potentially kind of adding a little weird structure to experience points and possibly giving people the option of spreading the wealth a little bit better throughout this last week. So if we want to kind of possibly try it out in future sessions, we can. For instance... If you were so inclined, let's say that everybody got like 3,000 experience points. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, Josh was like 2 levels behind everybody. So if that were the case and someone was like, hey, I wouldn't mind giving him my 2,000 experience points in order to bump him up to whatever that would be, maybe you can gain something like an extra inspiration for that. As like so you could, for that instance, have like 2 inspirations temporarily. You know what I mean? Like temporary hit points. You can't stack them forever. You know what I mean? But like maybe you get an extra one. Something to that effect. I don't know what a give and take would be, and I'm willing to spitball it back and forth in each other's mouths, just to kind of figure out where a good like middle ground would be. But that's something that might possibly be, if it's conducive with the feel of parties and things that whatever you people do in your party, then maybe we can, talk about it and get the cock about it. So that's a thing. Other than that, we're looking a little lean here, my boys. We got a Preggers and we got a Bruno. So, since it's back down to just the core boys, you know what I'm saying? How you guys feeling? Like, what's up with the campaign? How are you guys? Like, is this as confusing as it seems, or do you guys pretty much have like a direction? And are you guys overwhelmed with like everything, or let's do a little round table.
Go ahead, Kyle.
I get everything that's going on. Things do feel a little slow, and it does feel like we have a lot to do here, and it's taking a long time to get to it all. So like, I feel like the entire campaign is just going to be in this area, and I think this area is only meant as like the start.
I gotcha.
But I don't know. As soon as we get this area, I mean, because our quest pretty much, right? If I remember correctly, essentially what we're trying to do is bring back Kaoken, right? So the whole thing we're doing is getting this guy so that we can get the stuff required to get where we need to go to get Kaoken.
Right.
I'm gonna get that. But so we found the dude, and I think that's all we need to do for that. But then we have to fight 2 other guys. Well, not really. We don't have to, but it's suggested we do to get better items. Or I think one we have to because of as whatever. I don't know. It just feels like it's taking a while. Not that it hasn't been good content. But yeah, it's just I don't know how much longer we're gonna be here. It feels like we're gonna be here a long time. And like Daniel said, this place isn't very gold friendly. So I don't see us making money here. Although my guy
Right.
doesn't care about that, I get why other characters would.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but the content's been good. It's just I don't know if it was meant to be here as long as we have been here.
I would like to go next.
Yes, please.
So I think what we have kind of done to kind of play off of Kyle's points is I feel like we've kind of made it slower on purpose because I think we're just going after Dorothea purely out of revenge. And the only time that we were asked to go do something else was by Gerald the Weird, with when he visited Emiko Tomoe to like, hey, go do this thing, get this gem, then I can like get into this area and I'll give you whatever you want, wish, essentially. And that's the only time where it's been like, you got to do this stuff. But when we got to Timothy, he was like, I'm on my route. I don't have anything for you guys right now. And we presented like, oh, we attacked, or we got attacked by or we attacked him, and he fucked us up. So we're on a revenge path. And he's like, oh, you got hit by his breath. I know how to like not have that. And I feel like we've kind of put the narration of like, yeah, we gotta go kill this guy. Oh, he's got stuff. Let's go take his stuff. So in my mind, this could be, instead of doing the walking him to the end of the forest so he can resupply, this is us taking the alternate, maybe harder version of killing the guy that's bought most of his stuff, and then we're taking that stuff for our next part of our leg of our journey. You know what I mean? That's how I see it, but I am just completely pissing in the wind. But I love that it's I like being able to have more time in the moments. Like when things start to like jump skip, I'm like, like I'm missing out on potential of like interactions with characters or or loot, or like there's a sense of realism that I like, and that's when things take a lot of time. To me, it's better than not having enough time or feeling like you're constantly getting pushed off the screen by,
right.
But I don't know. I'm digging it. I still enjoy the experience, and I think that it's a benefit for us if we do try to, like, if we do have level separations in the future, if we close the gaps on those, then if for whatever reason we were to die, we would come back at the same level that we died at, rather than the lowest party member. Now it's putting an incentive for us to be a team, more of a team, which I like. It's a very good idea. Very good. Whoever thought of that idea is
that was actually handsome. entirely Daniel's baby, and then Josh had input as well, and that's kind of like the correlation of like, oh, okay, well, this is not a bad idea if it's something that we agree is like an option to have, just to keep it on the table there. Then you know what, I think that as long as the option is there, like everything else that I've added with the non-magical item like customization and the goal system, shit like that, like if this is a thing that is like could potentially fill like something that we might need, I'm 100% for it. Point of note, the second person, Asmodeus had asked Cilia to kill one of the lords, as like a trade his contract for your contract deal. That was the other person, and that's not necessarily a have to for the party's main goal. That was like it's on the way, kind of, then we can do this and then go to our thing. Just throwing it out there just so that way you guys have like a little bit of a clarifier, because I know it's been like, several months since we actually had that encounter. The person in question was like a character sort of quest, and then Dorothea, like you said, seems to be much more of a like a vengeance quest. You stole our levels, we'll steal your gold. But Josh, please, signore. And you're muted.
So yes, I think we have spent a little bit long in this area, but I also understand like this is kind of the. We've also been given hints that we're not, like, maybe not strong enough, but we're not well equipped enough multiple times by different people for our journey into hell. So that's the reason. Like the reason that we've been here so long, I can understand. Does it feel draining at times? Sure, but so do many things with this campaign. So it's just like, cool. I'm not too bothered by that. That's all I have to say. I feel like so far everything's gone how I expected it to. Sure, there's been some rough spots, but that's just personal stuff. So I'm not undivested.
Cool. Well, like with it just mostly being the four of us for like the little bit of time ahead. Who am I kidding? It's gonna be like the next at least like year, right? Regardless of wherever this campaign takes us, whoever's campaign picks up after that, so on and so forth. It's likely going to be the four of us doing this. So with less players comes more progress, generally speaking, because there's less decision making that needs to be had, so on and so forth.
I forgot to add on top of mine because you didn't mention that. I am down with adding more people. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but that is something you brought up.
Adding more players?
Yeah. I have no idea who, but if someone suggested someone.
Well, we've got 3 people that are kind of on the waiver wire as far as like potential ads, right? I believe you've volunteered Sean as tribute. We've got a CJ as tribute, and I'm fairly certain that don't we have like one other person who's like, oh, boy. Guy that
I knew my brother wanted to, but
yeah, your brother.
We agreed that we'll test him out of my campaign.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, yeah, so far he's well behaved, but I also don't know if this time frame is good for him, as well as I don't know if he'd be up for doing Saturday and Sunday like I do. That might drain him out too quick.
Yeah,
so
it's just like new people, new personalities, more role play.
We'll have to do some vetting. I would prefer it just putting this out here as a big like stamp of pre-approval if they're willing to listen to the sessions and find out what kind of a game they're getting into, because there's a lot of people who think that this is a game that we're not playing. You know what I mean? Like, you may go 3 or 4 months without a level. You may go into a game where you're like, I want to be able to just flip over a table and shoot several people in the head, and then when I go, okay, so that's like 3 actions that you want to do, and you have like an action and a bonus action, I don't want them to go, wait, what? I thought, and then I go, well,
this isn't Pathfinder?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, there's different actions.
3 actions, yeah. So just throwing that out there, if we're gonna open the floodgates to people who want to play, I'm totally down for that, but I would rather them know what they're getting into, because we've had some smoothing out of like this campaign that's had to happen. But
yeah, I like the idea though. It wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I don't mind mixing it up with some fresh blood. Get some
and
people,
even if
people
like
averse to D&D,
agreeing to like, all right, you're gonna play 3 sessions, or try this is the like trial, and then if you can commit to those, things go well.
We'll be super serious and like teach them all this shit, right? And then as soon as they join, all of us like, hey, let's kill the new guy. Let's kill their character.
yeah.
Fuck, get the fuck out of here, stupid bitch.
I mean, this is the Black Company, right? So, that being said, like, this is the way we bounce. I'm glad that you guys gave me some good insights as to how you guys are feeling. When our heroes last left off, by the way, fresh out of the victory of defeating the entities in Shadows Abound, you all had looted the respective properties that were around the area, finding various magical and non-magical items, including a trapdoor that was identified as a anomaly of years past, ages past, if you will. There, Tomoe and Fayte encountered a being known as Kathak. Unbeknownst to them who exactly or what exactly this being was, they traded favors with this being in hopes of A, gaining their abilities to progress themselves, and B, getting the hell out of there. When you guys reconvened with each other, Cilia had something that she wanted to talk to Emiko Tomoe about. Instead, volunteering to forego the conversation until she was actually able to speak with Emiko rather than Tomoe. The rest of you guys, burned the remains of Harmony and accidentally set the brazier that was the summoning point for the shadowed beings alight once again as you heard the familiar whisperings of these dissonant spiritual entities reformulating. You guys got the hell out of Dodge in an effort to return back to Timothy Baker, I can only assume. What we'll do is we'll start with some goals. So, we did our experience points last week. We did our goals last week. So, we all should have a few empty slots for some goals, because I believe just about everybody got some goals.
So, really quickly, I want to discuss that because one of Tomoe's short-term goals was become better equipped for the Hell Party.
Right.
We had done that 2 or 3 weeks previous when we got all the loot from the houses, and I didn't count that. Do we want to retroactively count that, or just count that towards the end of the set?
Go ahead and give yourself that victory tonight. What we'll do is we'll tally that on with the rest of whatever you guys add tonight. So you can set a new goal, make sure that you're accounting for that goal that you achieved last week, and then we will just sort of sneak that in underneath.
Okay.
So let's start with Calamar. You got any goal changes?
I finished my session of last week, and so this week is all I want to do is feed a group a giant meal, meaning the rest of that undead giant.
I love it. All right. And then
short term, start
There you go.
crafting the potions, and then long term is loot Magnus's hoard. Personal is develop my recipe.
a new recipe. Sounds good. Can't wait to
And
try it.
the other thing is I don't know how to attune to items on this system. I don't see where
Right.
the 3-slot attunement is.
Which item are you trying to attune
The thief's
to? So
sanctuary.
do you see the little cog wheel just to the side of
The
of that?
attunement required? Yeah, click. It
Right.
doesn't do anything.
Gotcha.
Right click.
So that
You right click. That's all you do is you right click. Okay, never mind. Got it.
Sick. All right.
Sick. Okay, that's how you do it.
So you have attuned to the Thief's Sanctuary. And so now you have this really nice, dark, sort of furry, cowl. It just goes just below the shoulder up, and then it's got a hood. Yada yada yada. It's warm, cozy. Smells a little bit dusty, but so you have your goals. Next up, Fayte the Kayate. Do you want me to come back to you? You're muted on Discord as well as your mic was, but now it's not. But now Discord is. Now look at him. Now back to me.
I never got my goals, so it's still the same. It's still turning in the essence.
Gotcha. All right. And then what about Tomoe?
Ooh.
Oh.
I got a level.
Oh. You got a level.
Yep. That's my short term.
The Radiant short term. Regain your powers. Okay, mark that down as a success. And then
It's my boys right there.
yeah, we'll hit it and then we'll quit it. So mark that down as a success. Where I think Yeah, let's do this. So we're gonna count that towards the short term for level 13. Like the experience that you'll gain will be the experience that you would gain for level 13. I think from this point forward, what I'd want to do is I'd want to, since the goal before gaining the level was to gain the level, I would want to gain like level. Let's just say for hypothetical, if level 12's was 1,000 and level 13's is 1,200, I would rather give you the 1,000 because that was your goal beforehand, and then yada yada yada. So for this one, we'll just make sure that we are remembering that it's level 13 this time, and then next time you'll get another level 13 when you level up to 14.
Yeah.
Assuming, of course, that you survive. All right, so that is Orson Welles and Tomoe.
Yep.
Pop up.
Session goal I've changed to ensure no one in the party dies. New short-term goal is find some more items better suited to the party to go to hell.
better suited for the party. Go to hell. I don't know why in my head.
Better suited for the party to go to hell.
Yeah,
there's a
go
two
to
in
hell.
there.
All right, cool. Egg shellant. Well then, in that Kayate to Fayte, I suppose we are going to rejoin our party members. Where you guys are leaving the Shadows Abound village. You are hearing as it gets farther and farther away in the distance. A little bit of a cutscene as it shows your back and you guys walking away from this. The dancing lights of the brazier slowly fading off of the reflection of your guys' various accoutrements as you guys disappear into the fogged, shadowed forest. Our camera will do a slow pan back across, seeing the brazier as you see the shadows approach from out of the village towards the brazier. All of them sort of encompassing around this brazier, and you can see, like, you can hear the audience can hear the sizzle of as like all of these things are encompassing the light that hurts them. As you see from the brazier a shadowed hand come up, press itself out, and this entirely blackened husk kind of floats into the air, and you see it kind of breathe life. The brazier itself dies down. Yeah. As this shaded being sort of gently floats back down to the ground. And you would see it goes from being corporeal to a more insubstantial actual shadow. And it disappears into one of the houses. And the rest of these shadows all disperse into their respective houses. So, crunching through this forest, you guys have a little bit of a walk. Calamar would remember it's like right around an hour, maybe an hour and a half of walking time at a comfortable, leisurely pace. Or are you guys running?
I think we're running.
Yeah, because
he left initially after it was like saw that they were about to light the brazier, and I had a feeling that it was going to start the whole thing over, so I started sprinting to catch up with Cilia because she had I think she had left before us. Very,
very, very true. So you guys are rushing instead to catch up. So to you, this would have been effectively half the amount of time. Be about a 45-minute run out of this forest, back up to the road, to then meet up with Timothy Baker in the last known whereabouts of his vehicle. Who's going to make the survival check to guide you guys out?
I think I would feel pretty confident on, like, maybe if there's any landmarks that we can see through the fog. I don't think I have one of the fog point, but
Correct.
with my keen mind,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have maybe an advantage on the roll. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So you want to do the survival check yourself?
Actually, I want to just assist. someone.
Okay. So then I believe that is up to Tomoe as Fayte takes out a big flag that says AFK and begins running with it as he you see the whites of his eyes, they roll back.
Oh, does this thing give me advantage? Or?
Yeah, buddy. That was a good roll,
All
though.
right. Yeah, go ahead and do the advantage. So, how are you helping him, first of all? You're just directing him. I think we were 672 steps forward and 13 steps to the left. Like that?
Maybe just kind of gently nudging, like doing the thing where you're walking next to someone and you're like, oh, like, sorry, I didn't, like, kind of like
Oh.
cattling.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, oh, sorry, excuse me, oops.
So, Calamar is pressing up on Tomoe several times. No, I'm kidding. He's just, excuse me, we gotta go this way.
Oh,
all right.
Boom.
He's doing the
One-sided Knight of the Roxbury.
The bullet train like bump, like you know how.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So you guys are making your way, and to who has? Does anybody here have the a level in the Shadow Curse?
No, I don't have.
I don't think so anymore.
Let's see. I believe you guys all evacuated your bowels, and I think that the only other person that did died. So
Yeah, I think
to you guys, very abruptly, what ends up happening is you guys are running just straight through fog. Now, based off of the keen mind of Calamar, you are more or less able to blindly run through the majority of this this fog. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a marching order since we're all still on the Shadows Abound god damn it map. Let's go ahead and give yourself like a is it a straight line? Like give me a what was that called when we used to play beer pong when you get down to like half the number of cups? Was it like respec or some shit like re-rack. Yeah, let's do a re-rack and see what you guys are looking like. Cilia herself cannot be seen at this point in time.
Yeah.
So she is
I think
effectively gone.
having Tomoe up front and then like Calamar more or less like tapping her shoulders, almost as it's more sort of like turn left or turn right here, and then maybe Fayte behind just to cover the rear.
Okay. So Calamar behind Tomoe. Where's Fayte in all of this?
Oh, he died.
I would be right with Calamar.
Okay, so right behind Tomoe. You're gonna be right next to Calamar.
Yeah.
All right. So
As soon as he
Tomoe-
started backing up and leaving, I put my guy right by him.
Right. Okay, Tomoe, take point. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drop you right there to the right of him. All right. So Tomoe taking point. Alpha Misk. All right. Give me 1 sec here. Let me do a little bit of cleanup. Yes, of course. This I can do. So, wait a minute. Point of questioning, real quick. Arcane Focus Wand is a regular mundane wand, or is it a creation of your Artificer subclass?
Artificer subclass. So it's a +1 bonus to attack rolls in addition to creature ignores.
Right. That's your enhanced arcane focus. The wand that you have already, was that made by like an artillerist subclass?
No. This was just a normal wand.
Perfect.
That I
okay.
Yeah.
Where is that wand?
I don't think we ever caught this back when I shattered the tree and used the like.
Right.
Is that it should be a +1.
Gotcha. Yeah. I can drop that in just a second. So, let's see here.
Yeah, I was just looking
Now-
at my D&D Beyond, and I'm like, I have a +1 wand. Why don't I have a +1 wand here? And that's because
Right.
when you pick your infusions, you just get the thing, or you select on the attunement, like, this is what I'm creating with what.
Yeah. I got you, dog. I got you. All right, so I will drop a +1 wand into your inventory in just a moment. So as you guys are running, it's effectively fog. Nobody has any, as of yet, has any affectations of the shadow curse. So this fog is as it was when you first entered, thick as split pea soup. Luckily for you guys, you have the mind of Calamar and the willpower of Tomoe. As you guys are running, you would begin to hear at a certain
my
point.
battle axe.
Exactly, and your brother. You would you would begin to hear. Where are we going, fiend? Huh? Oh, what diabolical schemes have you cooked up? Are you leading your evil friends into a trap? Coming from the chest that you guys are taking with you. Or are you leaving it there? I assumed you guys were taking it with you.
I
To sell
assumed
it
would
to-
take-
Is this something only she hears, or do we all hear it?
No. The moment that she was approached by it, the rest of you guys were able to hear it out loud.
Oh, okay. Fate kind of gives this look to Calamar.
Should I put it in the bag?
Like a suspicious face. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
like,
what?
Is she? Like,
The perfect plan.
I keep going, but it's like,
Yeah,
what does that
naturally.
mean?
As you guys are running, and you're hearing this thing talking to you, you had at one point in time heard the sounds of the forest. Now, the only things that you guys are hearing is almost like a weird reverb of your own heavy breaths as you guys are mixed with like the crunching of like the dirt and all of the like flora underneath this like gray scape. I would like for everybody to give me an athletics check to maintain a run. Athletics. Dude, that Sunday is really doing you fucking justice, my boy.
We didn't even play last.
What? Impossible. Gorgeous. So, as you guys are running, you're maintaining this pace perfectly. Fate, you're next to Calamar, not a problem. In fact, it's Calamar that's setting the pace for this run because you guys kind of have him boxed. He's like hand on Tomoe in front of him, and then Fate's like hand on Calamar, and you guys are like doing this sort of hup, 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 right?
I don't know what I've been told.
Yeah,
Eskimo
basically.
pussy's mighty cold.
So you guys are killing it. And then you start hearing what sounds like,
I forgot the cauldron. Oh.
and then then you start hearing what sounds like a parallel run to your guys' right side. Every step, there's another set of steps that's just off. So you hear as you guys are making your way downtown.
And we all hear this. And we're all kind of doing that, like,
Hearing by
Yeah.
the sounds of
Yeah,
his,
we've been looking over there.
hearing
I'm
the
going
sounds of
to-
the footsteps behind me, would Tomoe know if she could raise the pace? Would either of them fall behind?
You could gauge that very easily based off of what you've seen. This is not me. This is me just coming up with like an inference that you can make based off of the characteristics that you've seen. Fayte could probably keep up. In fact, it's entirely likely that Fayte could keep up. Like, with you guys are fairly certain, like, about equals when it comes to that. Calamar, on the other hand, he might need
It looks
some
like he's about to
assistance.
die. Yeah. This is the
If
most I've
any-
ever moved ever. Ah.
Yeah, like he's doing the like
Yeah.
as he's
It
trying to
sounds
keep
like
the
he's
pace.
run 2 miles and we
Yeah.
ran 30 feet.
I've been shot by a bolt in the lower rib, but there's no bolt. Ah, it hurts so bad. Side pains.
My pancreas. I don't think I have a pancreas. So you were gonna say something, Calamar?
I was gonna say, should we start sneaking? I can obscure us from vision.
I think it's too late for that. I think if we can hear it, it can hear us, right?
Good point. Danger close.
Can you magic us?
Yes, I can cast. Fuck. What is that?
Sorry, I can barely
Like
understand
perfect-
you with all your breathing. That's me and her just kind of doing this like light jog. Just
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just a medium pace.
he's doing that thing where he's
Just
holding
sweating.
his side.
yeah,
You're not really so
Calamar
much
is
like holding
sweat
your
out,
side.
like-
You're like,
yeah. There must be lactic acid in my
Emiko hasn't broken a sweat.
Oh,
Face got like
I was
one
inferring
sweat drop,
to-
and Calamar's just sweating up his body.
shush.
ew.
I was inferring to pass without a trace. That we could try and do that, but I can't magic us in any other means that would.
Okay, yeah, because I was asking about illusion magic, but if you don't have
Mm-mm.
that, you just know what you have.
Okay. So, you guys maintain
We
pace.
should confuse it and run directly at it. Scream at it.
Are you? Because sorry, time out. We don't have this long rest.
You don't have a long
Right.
rest. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
My spells are still at the same level.
I was gonna say, if you would rather, it's totally fine for you guys to have all of the level up things. I got no problem with that. That's fine. You can totally be at whatever the fuck is gonna happen when you guys level up. That's fine.
I kind of want to keep what we're
It's-
at.
I
I like how we've been consistently doing the long rest to get the thing.
I would have, except that it was already done by a person, so that's why I was like, well,
I mean, I haven't long rested my hit points or any of my other stuff, and
Regardless,
other
guys,
than
we
the
can
feat,
roleplay it
I don't
however we
have-
want it.
yeah, I haven't
I'm
gained any benefit.
I'm personally gonna roleplay it as I'm still fucking tired.
perfect.
So
I mean, you guys
yeah.
can be tired narratively without being like completely exhausted of all of your stuff mechanically. That's fine.
I think let's just try stopping immediately and see if it also stops or if it goes past.
Sounds good.
All right, Did Emiko hear us? Because I was trying to whisper.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you guys are all within 5 feet of each other.
We're
Okay.
5 feet.
On 3, we just stop. 1 each. Knee. Set. And stop. Want to stop and crouch.
Everybody stops and crouches at the same time?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
And then you guys. Silence.
Emiko is going
You hear that?
See anything?
silently
That's
drop.
exactly what I didn't want to hear.
Himiko draws a weapon.
Yeah,
Sword or
I'm gonna also
halberd?
draw.
Sword.
I'm gonna draw
Because
my
at this point,
greatsword.
she has I imagine
Fayte draws his
Emiko's
greatsword.
halberd. I imagine Emiko has her halberd on her back, and since Calamar is there, she doesn't want to be like, "Ding," and cut off one of his hands. so
Slices
she's
him
just-
straight in half.
Go.
Yeah.
Biceps.
Oh, oopsie.
Do you think you have enough to do that spell you do?
Which
What
one?
you
What does it look
suggested
like?
earlier. To sneak away.
Yes, I can do that.
Let's try that now.
All right.
And we don't hear anything else.
as long as you guys are stopped, you're not hearing anything else. You guys is talking and everything. You're not hearing anything else.
Wait, where'd Cilia go?
Oh, she's too far ahead in the fog.
I don't like not being able to see. I'm gonna eat some fog.
I can't tell you what to do.
Mad Eye Mahoney had his shit figured out.
Yeah, he also had shit on.
He also had shit on him. Tomoe says.
I'm gonna eat some fog and
Like, just take a handful of like the nearest
Yeah.
like patch of fog that seems to be relatively, and you. You know how it when you're in a place that's like you've ever hotboxed a car with like a
Yeah.
vape, you can taste the moisture.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. And then it looks like a little bit comes out when you like breathe out. Roll me a d100. Actually,
I gotta see if I have inspiration.
let me bring
Sucks.
up my
Alright, now-
table.
Roll.
Tell me without telling me
Hey, that's
when
pretty
you think
neat.
your DM thinks you messed up.
Hey, that's pretty neat. Ooh, okay. You don't feel any changes. Fate.
That's it.
He's just all he knows is he's the spell, so he's just waiting to feel the spell.
Fate. When you see Calamar go, I'm going to eat it, and then he turns, takes a scoop, breathes in. He looks back at you, and his face, where his like the front of his head lobe looks to have become like ashen gray. You
So,
watch as the color literally drains from his face. So where he
And
used to
is
have milky white eyes and like a purple sort of like octopod like skin, literally like the sides of his head it maintains, and just his face goes. It almost looks like he has bad makeup on.
Reverse geisha or whatever.
Are
Mhm.
you doing that human disguise thing?
No, I just ate the fog. Why? Why are you looking at me like that?
Your skin looks like it's a mix between yours and a human's.
It is weird.
Well, you both are weird. I can see better than both of you. I don't see anything. Do I see anything in the distance?
You don't see
No.
anything.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna use divine sense.
Divine sense.
It's
All
my-
right.
Stop.
I use divine
Oh
smite.
yeah. You think your eyes are better than mine?
Take it back.
Let me show you what it looks like. Let's see. Divine sense. Let's go ahead and talk about that one. Anything within 60 feet, it has to be a celestial, an undead, a fiend.
Celestial, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 5 times per long.
Okay. You know when you sense divinity. But you also sense good and evil, right? Like it's good, evil, fiend, fey, or undead? Or is it fiend?
Fiend, celestial, undead.
Fiend, celestial, undead, good and evil within 60 feet that's not behind total cover. And you also know if you like where places have been affected by the hallowed spell. Interesting.
Any, you can sense anything affected by the hollow.
You guys have been running for like, I don't know, right around a solid like 20 minutes, right? You're about halfway there. The grounds that you are on are considered hallowed grounds per a spell. When you see this, you see it is not a sanctuary. Hallowed, or the hallowed spell, right, is effectively the inverse, if I'm not mistaken, of a sanctuary. This is where a great evil is. Evil. You also note about 15, 20 feet to your right, celestial and a fiend, two separate entities. So you can smell rose, which tells you celestial. You can also smell sulfur, brimstone, which is an odd combination. Rosy farts is probably not something that you like, but you can smell both of those things. You can't see them, but you can smell both of them from about 20 feet off.
It's celestial
And a fiend.
Celestial and a fiend. Tomoe is going to they're still all crouched, right? Everyone in the party is still crouched.
Is still what? Trapped?
Still crouched.
Crouched. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Tomoe is going to stand up and point her sword towards the direction as she steps beyond Fayte, as if on his side to protect the party. Present yourself. I know where you are. Where you are.
Should have stuck with harbor. It sounded really cool.
You stand, you turn, you point, you say these things. In response, you hear, "You halt. I can sense you. But where are you? I cannot see you, but I know you are there. I can sense good as well as evil."
It's another
I
dog.
cannot account for my companions, but I promise I am of a good nature. I am 15 feet to your left.
Yes, I know.
Why is he telling them where we are?
Mentally, in Fate's mind, if they're adventurers, that means they have stuff.
Why would Oh, they did say adventures are here a lot.
I mean,
I'm more concerned if they're the copies.
well, they could be. Better reason to kill them and take their stuff.
Maybe. they'll
Or
their
at least talk to them.
Wait. Do you have your color or not?
My color still adorns me as my companions. Do you mean us harm, or...
One final question. On the count of 3, we will both say where we hail from. 1, 2, 3. Karan.
Hosho Village.
Where is Hosho Village?
Far to the south, I believe, from here. It is hidden betwixt mountains.
I am gonna disguise self.
Okay. Which disguise?
This will be a new one. This will be my original. The person that I was fed,
No.
my tadpole was put into
It could
this
be.
person.
Certainly you don't mean.
An old
Stuff.
man. Bald, hunchbacked, very lank, kind of exactly how Calamar is, but just a human. And boys, let's go get him.
When he does that, Fate's gonna also put his hand to his chest and whisper something in Elvish. and also cast Disguise Self.
Ah.
Sweet. So, yeah, what do you take your shape as? This is the first time that anybody has seen Fayte change his form.
So can I flavor it like my outfit's doing it? It's a
Sure.
hunter spell. Okay. So
Your outfit is changing your face?
It's like morphing over me.
Okay.
So
just so long as your clothing doesn't change. So it can wrap around you, but as long as your clothing doesn't change, because I believe Disguise
That's
Self,
exactly.
No, it changes. You make yourself, including your armor, clothing, weapons, and other belongings in person, look different.
Oh, weird. That's
is
different
that
than my
Alter
spell.
Self? Yeah, because Disguise Self is. Oh,
I don't
whoa. Okay, yeah, never mind then. Fuck it, go for tits. Weird.
It's just one of the things I have from being the type of hunter I am.
Oh, it's an illusion. That's why. Sorry, Disguise Self is an illusion versus the sort of Alter Self that
the
that
kit,
Calamar
right?
has. Gotcha.
Yeah, this is
Yep.
magic. So
yes, your clothes can. What do you turn into?
I also turn into something of an old human, like Calamar just did.
So let me get this straight. Tomoe is guiding two old people. All three of you have your color, except for Calamar's old man face is completely like ashen gray.
Like a Kabuko face or some shit.
Okay, yeah. This is great.
Oh, this is a good narrative.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
So to them though, as he puts his hand to his chest, he says like, "Karagami," something.
Sure.
If anyone speaks Elvish, he says adapt. And then
Improvise,
the
overcome.
The golden synthetic armor kind of moves around like it's water, and then just flows over his body, and just changes as the flow goes up, and then it's like the river watering down.
Nice. All right. So.
And his giant sword turns into a very long cane.
Okay. Yeah. A very long cane.
So it looks like a staff, like a walking staff.
You shall not staff.
Every step he's.
Yeah. All right. So, you turn into an older, balding, hunched over man with a staff.
Yeah, and all my weapons turn looking like pouches or like a sleeping bag.
Right.
Like my axe, my double-bladed axe, or no, the battle axe. This looks like a bundle of
roughly the same shape.
Yeah.
And then Calamar, do you still have like the cowl in it? Because you change
I look
physically.
exactly the same. Exactly the same, but
the difference being that yours feels different. They can touch you. Disguise Self, if they touch him, they see it's an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
So for you have the same clothing and everything.
Yeah.
But you were right. All right. Dope.
And I'm looking at Fayte like astonished. Did I do that?
No.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
I can't.
Amazing. All right,
Indeed.
let's go see.
And Mako is just going to turn, like, sword still pointing the direction, just like, what the
Slow head tilt to the party behind you.
Fayte just has a constant glower now. Just
like the Jeff Dunham, like the Jeff Dunham doll. Yeah. Okay.
You're the guy from Up.
Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. All right, so, you guys are you gonna go walk over there?
I told them where we are, and then I asked, "Do you mean us harm or?"
Gotcha. In response, you would hear, "We are not harmful to those who are not denizens of this plane, unless provoked."
like it.
Tomoe is going to look at the two old men. You two are going to behave, right?
I shrug.
I'm watching Calamar and just kind of mimicking him.
Wait. Emiko, Tomoe, we should probably put that thing on your back into my bag so it doesn't start yelling.
It
Oh.
doesn't like you.
Yes.
I know. I'm not gonna touch it.
Take that. Yes. Take
Well,
it.
it's in the chest.
Oh shit.
Can you fit the chest in the bag?
So
don't think
I
so.
would open the chest and just wrap it.
Oh, I get.
I have an idea.
Like-
Mage hand. I learned this just a few minutes ago.
I lost it when I lost my levels.
Oh yeah.
I had telekinesis, or not telekinesis. Yeah, telekinesis. So I'm gonna try and mage hand pick up the halberd and plunk it into the bag full of water and
Halberd?
yes, halberd. It can shift. It's
The axe
Polyamorous.
that's inside of there.
polyform.
Oh, you're putting it in your bag. Okay, I get you.
yeah, bag
So-
of holding.
Is Fate going to not try to wrap it up before he mage hands it?
What I was gonna do is open the chest and just put my bedroll in it, kind of muffling him.
Mhm.
Wasn't gonna touch it. Just kind of throw muffling shit in there and close it. So if he wanted to do that while I opened it, like I wouldn't fight the mage hand pulling it out.
Okay. So
So I cast the spell.
The chest-
hamburger.
So the chest opens up, and you're going to try to do it fast, I can only assume.
Yeah.
Make me a dexterity check, because you have to, with your mage hand, grab it and go
Yeah.
before it makes a sound.
Right. Dexterity check.
Can I assist him since I'm also attempting to muffle it? So if his mage hand was like super slow, like I would have put a blanket over it.
Okay, let's get this order of operations real quick. We're gonna open the chest, throw a dampener on it, and also grab that.
Well, I wasn't trying to rush mine.
So here's the stakes. Here's the stakes.
I get it. Yeah.
If it's too slow, the thing will have the a time to speak, and since that's what
Gotcha.
you guys want to not happen,
I'll just save my action for if his fails.
okay.
Okay.
Dexterity check, please.
Perhaps, since this is with a spell, could I use my spell casting ability?
No, because it's using your own dexterity.
Okay.
Silly.
Fine. Like, that's way better.
You
Like,
wonder
plus
why I have to be a
13
rules
versus
lawyer, because you.
The
All right.
thing-
So that is a failure. Now, you're going to try to muffle this thing as you hear it take the initial to start talking. How are you going to do that?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just stuffing all of my bedroll, so like it all wrapped up and everything on top of it.
Okay,
and then
so he's
shutting it inside.
trying to pull it out before it happens, and you're trying to push it back into the chest.
Yes.
Okay. What is the 10 pounds of carrying capacity that
Yep.
your mage hand has
I can't pick it up.
has to be opposed by his forcing it back into the chest. As you're trying to pull it out of the chest, he's trying to shove stuff in to silence it. So
Yeah,
your mage
which is,
hand
that's like
would
nothing.
not even be
There's
able
no
to do
chance.
anything. But you are able to stuff your bedroll in and reshut the chest?
Yeah.
All right. So you would hear. It does seem to be significantly quieter, but it is still in the chest. It is not in the bag of holding now. So you're hearing. But it is.
That's pretty good.
But it is quiet. So, you guys are waiting for them to approach?
Yeah.
Right.
Do I? And I can't see
You can't see.
Do I
'cause
do I at least clock where the position of where they are since they've been
Oh,
talking?
you can hear
Okay.
you can hear them to
Okay.
your right about 20 feet.
Okay, behind trees or something, or
You don't know. The fog is so thick you can't see through it. 'Cause you
oh
don't
yeah, that's
have-
right. Because the first level is
Mhm.
like 30 feet.
So
or
the
whatever
first
feet
level is like about 15 feet out, but you don't even have the first level. You ate some
Oh.
fog. Yeah, you ate some fog. It didn't immediately
have
give
any
you shadow
adverse.
curse, but your
Okay.
face is like this ashen blue or this ashen gray, right?
Man, okay.
So, you guys hear from the 15 feet away. Well, do we meet, or are you more of the separatist types?
What? I'm sheathing my sword now. My party is doing the same. What do you mean by separatist?
We have encountered several parties, not unlike our own, that don't like company.
Have you been through Gilmore's ruins?
Oh goodness, the voice.
Oh, I see. Well, yes. They seemed amicable enough after some trade.
Good.
They seem to be stricken with the same solemnness that many of the other denizens of this place have shown, that weren't outright trying to eat us or kill us.
How long?
How long what?
Have you
How
killed
long
your
have
brothers?
you been here?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere inside of a week.
Ah,
Whether that's days or otherwise, I don't know, considering there's no sun to speak of. We've only had 2 sleeps, but I don't know whether or not that is to the fullest extent of our abilities to stay awake or not.
He's gonna say to his group, I know this type. It's fine. He's gonna start walking in the direction. Come.
All right. So Fayte, old man Fayte, calm,
I'm
and
gonna-
then turns and
I'm gonna-
begins to walk.
I'm gonna trail like 10 feet behind Fayte.
Emiko will be right behind. Tomoe will be right behind.
He's gonna do this, and his echo is gonna just kind of fade away.
All
You're
right.
shooing it away.
Yeah.
So you shoot your echo. Where did you say Tomoe was going to be?
Right behind Calamar.
Okay, so you guys are going to let Fayte get about 10 feet ahead of you. Once he's about that far, you start to lose him in the fog.
I mean,
As
it's
you
only-
can't really see. There's a 5-foot gap between you two and him, and that is enough for you to be obscured, as you will remember from your previous times in said fog.
Do a little catch up and then
to-
like put a hand on the shoulder.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Let
just
us
walking.
See here. So, ooh, that's not what we want. No, that's what we want. All right. Hiya, hiya. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like their new. That's super stupid.
There it is. It's called shape change. There we go.
Yeah. So, as you guys get to your like within their footage, 10 feet, nothing. 5 feet, you can see their torch glow. As they're like, and what you see is, you would see
The
Two-
pictures.
you would see a person in some like, make me a history check, everybody, if you want to. Well, Fayte, you will be making a history check at disadvantage since you're not familiar with this plane, but the other 2 of you can make me a history check if you would like. God damn, dude, what is going on? Yeah, get those good ones out now. All right. with
Big Fayte appears.
so Fate, you have not really been on this plane, right? Like this is not. So to you, you don't really know. The gauge of a fledgling to you is like their martial prowess, right? To you two, you're like, okay, I can tell that the man with the sword and the shield and the torch is like a entry level paladin. This dude is not like compared to your comparative power. You can kind of tell this dude's like low, right? Lower on the rank. Then next to him is a straight up monkey, like an ape.
Nice.
This thing is like a straight, like slightly bigger than a chimpanzee, almost human-sized chimpanzee.
God, that's
but,
terrifying.
But like the chimpanzee from Nope. No, I'm kidding. No, but like if you've seen Nope, that's not a good chimpanzee. So
No.
but like it's somewhere between like a small gorilla or a large chimpanzee. And you would see them like standing there, kind of like looking around, still fully clothed. This paladin has like it's not crazy shiny or like armor or anything like that. This is like this almost looks like it's chainmail, but it has like a plate, like front cover, and some like really small like rounded plate pauldrons. He's got like that what is that, like that crusader like helmet that comes like down past the nose and is like this, right? But it's like it's like a dome, right? So it's like this is like fine. He's got like a red cape on, but his sigil is like a stamp of like a sideways profile of like an elephant head. And he's like travelers, it's good that we are in good company. Excellent. Although I make no judgment of which bend of wheel you are. And he looks to Calamar. He looks to your old man face. And he's like, out here, it is well enough to survive.
Fade's
Why-
gonna look at the ape.
The ape looks at you.
He's going to speak in Hedonis.
Okay, Hadozi.
While that's going, I am going to do my best to subtly cast Detect Thoughts.
Do you
Well, it's
have
innate
subtle spell?
spellcasting. So I don't
Innate
know if that's...
spellcasting, you don't need material components. I think it says whether or not you need detect
Verbal?
spells. You don't have verbal or somatic. You can do that subtle spell.
Nice. Then
Basically.
I am subtle. So I'm not pushing deeper. I'm just trying to get surface level thoughts.
To the paladin?
Yes, to the paladin.
Okay. All right.
Seeing
To the
if what he's
paladin. And then what are you saying in Hadozi?
What mercenary tribe do you hail from?
Okay, roll me a d100. And then Tomoe, what are you doing?
Why are you here, of all places?
Okay,
And where is Koran?
gotcha.
Ooh.
No way. All right, so rolled an 11 on that. All right. Let's do this in order of how it would likely happen, which would be the speed of thought first. Detect thoughts on the surface thoughts of the paladin. He's like, oh man, it's so nice to see some friendly faces. And then various other like, all right, we've got to, let's see, let's not weird them out. Let's be nice. Okay, we don't want to
So
scare them
he's-
off. Stay on go.
Even though that he sensed that we had evil natures, he's not too phased by it.
I don't have an evil nature.
Well, Calamar does.
Go, Cal.
And no, he's like, you can tell he's more or less like okay, like he's meeting a date for the first time. He's like, okay,
Right.
don't be
He's setting
weird.
himself up.
Don't be weird. You're a paladin. These are travelers. They're not attacking you on sight, which is great. Come on. And he
It's like-
one little thing that you see is he looks over to the monkey and he's like, please don't be weird. Please don't be weird. Please don't be weird. Right? You speak Hadozi.
Adorable.
You speak Hadozi to the ape, and the ape looks back to you and in common goes, What the fuck is that? So you guys all hear this ape just what is that dialect?
So
And what I'm saying, like, I'm speaking a vocalization of barks and hoots.
Yeah.
Hoot growl, hoot growl.
I think
I think your old man might be going senile there, lady. You would know, Tomoe, that this is the fiendish presence that you felt previously.
Yeah. Why? Oh no, because she hasn't gotten to her first question though.
First question being, what was it again? Sorry, please.
Why are you here in these lands, and where is Karan?
Gotcha. Right. The paladin's like, okay, you haven't heard of Karan? They call it the Last Bastion. It's like the biggest city in the world, but all things being what they are, I know people are kind of disconnected. We just had like a huge civil war a couple months ago, something like that. Boy, it has never been better. If you find yourself out of this place, please go there. It is amazing. You will find everybody kind of that are in these little disconnected settlements of all of the other cities. There's more. In your travels, you guys have probably seen that everything's kind of like desolated. He's like, this dude is like immediately like trying to like steward.
Yeah.
Shepherd.
He's like bragging about his hometown.
He's not bragging. He's more or less like, you can tell he's going through a couple of things. One, like, you haven't heard of it, but two, he's also like, ooh, I'm doing the thing now. I get to tell people, spread the good word, right? So he's doing this thing that like maybe has been slightly recited to him, or something that like he's like, this is Paladin 101, recruit, right? So he's like right? So he's like, it's amazing. There's people still live in this time. It's amazing.
Question: would Tomoe / Emiko know that Mayo made his way to Karan?
No. He left, right, in search, but he left of his own accord. Okay. Silent as a fart.
Damn.
Calamar?
Now I want to push deeper. Because player me and I don't know if Calamar's had much. I probably have stayed away from bigger settlements of human populace, because it's easier to stay undetected, like going between smaller villages, I would think, like just being a traveler. But I want to see when he's describing Karan, like if what was this war or this recession that he had mentioned, and if it is all actually all that great, and like what's the viability of me using that as like a my next stop or future residence.
What is the wisdom save?
With my spell save DC with the +1 wand, it would be a 19.
A 19. Okay, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw of 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. That's a 10. Okay. Wait, how is that a 10? Oh, that is a 10.
Does he have any auras?
Nope.
Like, just for his sake.
He's not that high of level.
Good to know.
So let's see. Let me just double check. I want to make 100% sure. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning. If anything, emotional state, something looms larger in its mind, such as something that worries your head. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you're probing into its mind, unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts. The creature can use its action to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. Either way, blah, blah, blah. And unless you shift blah, 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 it can use its action to make an intelligence check contested by. So, I'll give you the information. We'll see if he can realize what's going on. Because he's going to feel pressure, right? He's going to feel something happening as you dive deeper. And he's going to know that he failed something, but we'll see if he can necessarily put together what's going on. And then he'll just make an intelligence check to try to, like, force you out at the end of this. Okay. So, When he says Quran and starts talking about Quran, that's when you scalpel into his mind, and clean as you come. There's no way, right? He's like, you obliterate right through whatever mental fortress he thinks he has. And so what you see is, you would see an immediate, like, a series of images and like short, like almost like gifs that like replay as his mind is conjuring up the memories that he has. You would see uh, standing out over this cliff with this massive monumental crane, and you see this crane lower. You see step on, and you hear, "Oh, guys, I'm really excited to be joining up with you guys. This is gonna be great, right?" And then as
From
like
his own thoughts.
yeah,
Like,
from it,
that's
well,
his- yeah,
yep,
that's him.
yep.
Okay.
As it lifts
I
up,
love
it's like, and so you see like he's looking out over this blasted land. Well, not blasted land, this beach side that's been completely decimated. There's a big, huge crater, and at the bottom of the bowl of this crater is like, comes up to like a point, almost. And he's like, "Whoa, wow, they really did some damage on this." And then you see like fast forwarding through like days and weeks, you see like this giant massive elephant, like, "Welcome, we will train you to be the guard of the blah 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 blah." And as it like shows him like looking over to the rest of these other like knock-kneed like post-teenage people, and then a quick montage of like training, the first time that he ever smited, boom, like that whole thing. Whoa, this is so awesome. And then you would see this sort of like demon-faced, tiefling-esque looking person, drunk. You can smell the booze off of him as he comes. He's like, "It's really impressive. Look, kid, you're hired, but likely you won't survive a month or two. So here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you really, really want to be good, since you show promise, you're gonna have to go to the Deadwoods. It's gonna be the fastest place for you to get stronger. I might be sending you on a death quest, but you're only one of a handful of people. If you can make it out intact, you might just have what it takes." All right, guys, we gotta go scour through the sewers again. We're getting more zombies coming up, and then you'll see like another montage of him like patrolling streets, getting ready, going to a smith shop, having this armor and shit that he had, like making it or whatever, right? Finding a caravan, getting to the caravan, getting to a crossroads, being overrun by like undead, and then him surviving with a red, completely nude tiefling, but the tiefling itself looks like a fucking Ken doll. Like, no anatomical anything except for like this big spade tail, and then this like hot iron red skin with these like egregious like horns that come up. And he's like, "Are you a demon?" Right? Getting like this is all happening at the speed of thought, right?
Right.
And you see the thief is like, "No, stop, no, God, take it down. My name is Memphis." "Hi, Memphis. I don't have a cool name. My name's Carl." And that's how these two. And then Memphis is like, "Wow, that's mighty vanilla of you. Do you want to see a cool trick?" "Yeah." And he turns into a gorilla, and he like shapeshifts into this ape that you see standing next to him. He's like, "Surprisingly enough, people think this is less weird than my regular form. I'm going to the Deadwoods. You want to go?" "All right." And then shows them like
Best friends
montage
ever
walking.
since.
You see them get accosted. Like, they're taking all of these like journeys. You're seeing like in a matter of seconds, you are seeing them being accosted by orcs, the same ones that you fought.
Black
You
Skull
see
Tribe.
them running. Yeah, you see them running from fucking purple worms, because they're not 6 super powerful people. You see them making the climb up, getting the same warnings from that bard as you got. All of these things. They finally get there. They get to Gilmore's ruins where they finally get a rest. They trade for some yada 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 yada, and then they begin. That's what you get. As soon as you get to the point where you're like watching them running from like other archers like shooting at them like fully colored, you can see that these are like other adventurers like shooting at them, blasting spells. They're fighting. They've both had to kill people. This is over the last like couple of days. They get to you, and then you just feel, oh, hey, I don't feel so good. And then he's going to try to make an intelligence check, contested by your intelligence check.
As I see that too, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that was it's strange here. It makes you feel funny. You didn't let your doppels get away, did you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you would know they killed their doppels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then I still ask that to throw. Oh fuck!
He critted. So it's a skill check, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what your intelligence is. Is a +5? So you have to get a 15.
Yeah. Intelligence ability check. Oh, I did not.
Roll me a deception check.
I do not have.
As you are forced out, roll me a deception check to try to like hide like a physical recoil. Oh yeah, you're fine. Never mind. I was gonna say like a physical recoil that you have as your consciousness is fucking ejected from his consciousness. He's like, oh, whoa, oh man, I think I need to eat. And he's gonna like pull out a fucking bag of like rations or whatever, like start chewing on the hardtack.
If you wish to wait, our friend here, this old man makes a mighty good meal.
That's right. I'm quite the cook.
You would cook for us?
Yeah, if you're not gonna kill us.
It is rare to find friends out here.
Don't
Best
be
for us to stick
hungry
together.
here.
Yeah, you definitely,
that's true.
definitely do not
Don't
want to
think
be
about your
hungry or
Don't be hungry.
tired or sad or
Don't think
lonely
about
or
it.
angry.
Hold on. And he like ruffles through his bag. Go ahead and roll me a D100 real quick.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't
Josh is good
know.
at
Take
those.
your pick. Somebody.
Josh,
I
do it.
did it.
Oh. 55.
You're good.
Only fine.
Let's see here.
I shouldn't have this. Oh, that's why I gotta delete that off of.
Okay. So he pulls out of his bag a smaller, like sort of like looks like a leather bag, and he pulls out a dead whole chicken. Still has its color. He's like, I got this from Gilmore's ruins. If you are good at cooking, because I'm not, this could be a feast made by you, brought to you by us.
And I got a little bit of something extra to put in there too. We killed a giant. If that doesn't weird you out.
I mean, you guys must have had it rough.
Yeah. Someone
It's
almost
been a
died.
hard time.
Well, should we get to the road first? Like, I don't know. I don't really want to stay in the forest.
Stay here.
Yeah, we should keep moving. Let us lead you back to our friend. He's a caravan driver. His name's Timothy.
One more question. We were told of a village of shadows.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Village
you-
gone.
The village is gone?
Most of it's burned down. We kinda
Questions.
Jesus.
What are you trying to do there?
Well,
Question.
I mean,
Get some fighting experience?
yeah. What are you saying? Questions?
Yes, we have questions.
Yeah. I'm answering them. As he's
Are
like
you
holding this chicken by the
traitors?
feet. I mean, I've never gone against somebody that I said I would protect. No.
Do you trade? You caravan?
No, not particularly.
Are you adventurers?
Yeah.
What is he? He points at the ape.
Oh,
It's
Memphis.
normal.
In a sense, the ape kind of looks at you like,
Probably pretty normal
What's it-
for him.
"What's an old man doing out here? Let alone two. Is that normal for you?"
I trade.
Oh, you trade. We've got a chicken. If you want to trade that for a meal.
He just looks at Calamar.
That sounds like a great trade to me. Let's get to the road.
Oh, we'll tell you all about the spooky place that you guys want to go, which I would not recommend you go.
Oh, all right. That Memphis
many
kind
of
of
them
looks
are
over.
there?
There's two.
Oh, just okay.
That
Memphis
we can see.
Memphis looks over at Carl and is like, "All right, I mean, free intel. It's always good. Knowledge is power, right? I guess that's what they say. That's what my folks always say, right?" And then Carl's like, "Yeah. This is looking like our day. All right."
Oh, intel, I can give you some. So we met an old man in a potato bag.
I assume you
And-
guys are gonna start walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Why we
And I
trade?
start-
Why you give him intel?
Well, just break the ice. They're already giving us a meal.
Shouldn't we get intel?
Yeah, we will. We will. Don't worry about
Ooh.
it. It's okay.
Ooh, yes. We have information. All right. Over a
That's
meal.
Sounds good.
And then we'll do that thing. All right, who's taking point on the survival? Check.
He wouldn't want to leave.
I would-
He's not putting his back to them.
Okay.
I
Emiko
will.
will.
I'll try and assist Emiko with the same.
Same thing
kind
as
of
last time?
strategy.
Emiko, survive the fuck out of me, please, with advantage.
Advantage again. We're gonna
That's
need
the
this.
one.
Nice. 16 plus what?
Hey, I'll take it.
0.
It's a little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was slow. That
They gave me enough time
Okay.
to switch from the campaign diary over to this tab, and then it rolled after, like a
Wow.
second.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, all right. So, you guys are making your way through this whole time that you guys are doing. He's got a torch, so you guys are traveling with torchlight, and he's like, "Man, this is so awesome! I can't believe that like we ran into friendly people." Look, Gilmore's ruins, and this dude is compensating for the quiet. As you guys are not talking,
Mhm.
he is filling the air. And so he's like, those guys at Gilmore's Ruins, they were like, relatively nice. They seemed a little dour, but like that's kind of to be, expected. Then Memphis is like behind him, like, "You're being loud. I get it, you're
Yeah,
excited, but
Emiko was also going to turn and go, "It's best to travel through these lands with hushed voice when we're not in."
oh, sorry, ma'am, sorry."
No, it's. I was once like you as well. Don't worry.
So,
Uh,
yes, go ahead.
Is Calamar with me or with them?
I'm kind of leading with Tomoe right now, helping guide.
Okay.
So I think you would probably be behind the
I
them,
can't whisper to you.
unless if they're doing that like I know I want to be behind. I want to see
So
your back.
here's the only other thing that I could think of is that they, in order to follow you, they have to stay within 5 feet. So would Fayte I can only imagine that Tomoe is probably just naturally more like approachable.
Yeah.
Unless you Calamar like would be putting on his best to like be near them. The two paladins likely are gonna gravitate towards each other. I'm assuming,
Yeah.
unless you wanted to insert yourself to be friendly with them as part of your deception, Calamar, because Fate's not. It doesn't sound like.
No, I want to more or less observe them,
Okay.
and but still kind of passively. I think after the whole the detect thoughts thing, I think I would try and keep it up just as like I actually don't know how long it lasts.
What? The deception?
Detect thoughts.
a
Oh,
minute. I think?
it's only for 1 minute, but after I would get that like after I pushed deep, I would have wanted to like come out and then just read surface level thoughts like when there was a question posed like in the intermediate time. So
Okay.
but
Then
yeah.
in that case, as we're going through this, let me know if there's anything that I say or hit on that you want to just surface level here.
Okay.
Like anything like that, or if you want to read one or the other, just specify when and who. But as far as marching order, they have to stay within 5 feet of somebody in order to be able to follow you guys, like walk with you guys back to the road. Because when they get 10 feet away, you can't see them.
Yeah.
So I know that Fayte wants to stay next to Calamar, and Calamar and Tomoe are in the front. So I'm thinking that if Tomoe is between them and you guys, and Calamar is behind, or I mean, Fayte is behind Calamar, that kind of suits, like your guys' needs. I'm looking at this actual battle map, and I just want a marching order just to see, like,
I was thinking maybe like either Calamar be behind Tomoe or next to her, like, okay, we need to go right here or left here.
yeah. And he said he wants
And
to be
then
right
have-
next to you.
Yeah, and then have the new members on the right side of Tomoe. So,
Okay.
well, on the opposite side, more or less, is what I'm
Right.
thinking.
So then, what's on the map is probably plenty fine. I can only imagine. Oh, the echo is not here, right?
Yeah, the echo's not here.
Good. All right. So then what we have is like this sort of like 3 and then 2 double stacked on the outsides. So
Yeah.
because Memphis is going to be staying behind Carl.
Yeah.
And that's just where he walks. So as you guys are walking, you kind of shush them like politely, and then
Yeah.
Carl's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Those zombies, they come out of nowhere. Like,
There's worse help.
oh my god." But yeah, this is great. So you guys begin to walk, or you guys are walking. You're doing your thing. You make it to the road, and upon making it to the road, hiya. I don't want to. Yeah, sure. Let's just. You guys want to just fast travel to Timothy Baker's vehicle, or was there
Sure.
anything
I
that
think
you guys
it
wanted
was only
to
an
do?
hour away, right? Like
Mhm. Yeah, the total thing, like his car was just a little bit off, so you have to go out to the road and then take a left. If there was anything that you guys wanted to like discuss or anything like that on your way there, then there's that.
oh, I think we're trying to be quiet. We just kind of told them to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. So
Yeah, politely, of course.
Please shut the fuck up.
But so yeah, you guys ultimately make it as he's like, he's doing that thing. Carl does that thing that like Tropic Thunder, when they're walking through the jungle and the one guy's like talking about why Blu-ray beat out HD DVD. He's like, it's basically all the porn industry and naturally the gamer fall. But he's like now like yeah,
that's
so
so funny.
this is pretty good. Right? You could tell his nerves are like high, but he's latching. He's imprinting on you guys right now, right?
Yeah.
So you guys make it back to the semi-destroyed vehicles that were repaired, so you can see like of Timothy Baker. Mr. Baker himself currently is not seen, but you guys do see the vehicle, and then the vehicle that you guys were attempting to fix that was towed behind it. Also, no Cilia.
Yeah. That is alarming for Calamar. Because we had saw her right before the brazier was lit, where she was like, "I'm out. This is not."
She
getting
went
out of here,
into
right?
one of the houses and then was like, "I'm out," and then went to the north. Like the moment
Yeah.
that you guys lit it.
Was there
you
like
guys-
like an interior to the vehicle or no? It was all.
Yeah. You guys, I think Calamar had gone inside of one of the vehicles. I think Fayte had gone inside of the other vehicle, or maybe you guys both went into the damaged one.
I think Fate was trying to sleep in the damaged one, but it was like a fucking
was
tank
cramped,
with
it was a
uneven
tank, yeah.
surfaces and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I came back in.
Yeah.
But I think we did see the rope trick that Timothy Baker had done. So I'm gonna try and look for signs of that. I know it's almost nearly impossible.
Yeah,
Uh,
when the rope goes up, it's basically just an invisible.
I'm Fayte's just gonna say, Baker.
Emiko is going to approach the
Cilia.
All right. One sec here. So
Yeah,
as-
this is base camp.
and I'm just starting to kind of like, these are the things, like kind of doing the while
yeah,
they're doing the other
here's
stuff.
the tour. Here's my
Yeah.
cribs.
Hey,
tour.
MTV.
Yeah.
Here's my car.
All right. So how long does your guys' shape change and disguise self last?
So mine lasts an hour. I can
Okay.
do it 4 times, so I can do it for 4 hours.
You have to like do like the casting, but you still have like I think a solid like what 45 minutes or 40 minutes left.
Yeah.
When you guys get to this point of just the first initial hour, and then you'll have to recast it or whatever. So you
Mine
call
doesn't
out for
have
Baker.
A time definition.
I think it's I think it was supposed to be something about like when you sleep, like until, anyways. But that's neither here nor there. So you guys make it back. You yell out for Baker, and then what was Tomoe doing?
She's gonna approach the vehicles and see if there's any activity like behind it from the perspective
Gotcha.
that they're at.
All right, yeah. Oh, let me backtrack just once. There was one instance where the chest on your back went. And Carl goes, "What?"
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. Right?
Oh, it's best to keep quiet about it, and we'll tell you all about it once we get to where we're going.
One of you roll me a persuasion with advantage.
You want me to do it?
I should probably do it.
Because you
maybe-
said don't worry about it, and then you said, well, sorry, I'm not. Tomoe
I
said,
know.
don't worry about it, and Calamar was like, it's best to just do it. So one of you guys, you
I
two
don't care.
pick.
I'll do it
All right, go
You're
ahead and roll
probably
me a
better at it.
persuasion with advantage, please.
because I got that big point.
You got a +4, dude. I got a +6.
I got a +8.
Oh,
Plus
you
4
do.
plus. What
That's
do you call
because
it?
your aura.
No, that's because I have a +8.
Why does it +4 +4?
Because I'm a fucking paladin.
Oh, plus 4 plus proficiency.
Yeah, I have proficiency too. So
All right, and then versus his insight is like you guys are like all of a sudden just shushing him down. You do seem like a. All right, yeah, sure. You know what? Weird
Adventurers.
things happen out here, right? Adventurers.
You don't know
So you get.
the half.
So you guys get out here. You call for it. You walk up to the thing. You see, just like you were talking about, hole open up about 15, 20 feet off of the ground, and a little rope come down, and then comes swinging out, and then you see the rope just kind of like coil itself on his hip. Timothy Baker comes down. Damn, that was fast.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Hi, it's me, Calamar.
I'm like winking with the right eye, like if they're on the right side or the left side, like trying to.
Hold on. Right. Hey, Calamar. Did you guys go to that place and get the
Yeah.
things for the
We
thing?
got the sticky icky. We made some friends. Look, we saw them on the road. They got a chicken. We're gonna cook it.
Oh, shit.
So, Cilia's not with him, right?
No.
Have you seen Cilia?
Fuck no. But what I did see, I saw a bunch of goddamn zombies come back again. Them sons of bitches. It was that same horde that came back from the north, went down to the south. I'm glad y'all didn't run into them. Carl's like, more zombies? Man. Yeah, kid. You green?
We found
Go ahead, Fate. And
Tomoe.
Tomoe.
Adventurers.
And Tomoe, you said? Did you say we found adventurers?
No,
What'd you say?
Tomoe didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought Tomoe said we found friends or whatever. Oh, no, that was Calamar.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So you guys are like, we found adventurers. We found adventurers. We found some friends. And he's like, y'all are a little deep. And he says that to Carl and Memphis. How the fuck did you survive? Carl's like, mostly running. But, you know, we're doing it. Where the hell y'all come from? It's Akaran.
Come from a place. Yeah.
Wait. Tomoe, you never heard of Karan?
No. Did
Really?
I have?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
Tomoe essence.
What?
Give.
The sticky icky. We need it for the potion.
Oh, yes.
What happened to Fate?
Tomoe,
I'm Fate.
Yeah, that's also fake.
Furious winks.
Tomoe is just gonna give like a
Oh.
like. I'm tired
It was
of this
rough
shit.
over
Look,
there.
Yeah.
Tomoe is gonna give like the most exasperated fucking look toward Timothy Baker and go, I'm surprised you don't. Oh, it might have been the fog that changed his appearance.
And then just the most obvious eye roll.
Yeah,
All right,
just-
yeah. Y'all came back different. That's fine. Carl's like, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? Wow, this is, I got chicken. Timothy's like, yeah, you got Yardbird, huh? So do I. I got some cow, too. You have cow? Like real steak? I haven't had that in so long. Nah, man, it ain't for you. It's for a potion. Ooh, I've heard of potions. Yeah. Now you're remembering how the rest of the world is, right?
I like this guy too much.
Now you're remembering that the rest of the world doesn't have potions, huh? Whoa. We got this.
It's more so it feels like a level 1 player joining
Yeah,
a
you're
level
not wrong.
12 party and just like,
Pretty damn
whoa,
close. Yeah.
all
You
the
guys are carrying
colors.
hard right now.
yeah.
Big's like, well, are we gonna eat? Do you guys want to go? Are we bringing them?
I think our interaction was just to give them a little bit of a heading and find out if they had dealt with their doppels, because if they haven't, they're kind of in for a doozy. But I'm gonna start,
As I start unloading my cooking utensils and laying down a torch to light for my heating source.
Hey, Emiko, can you help me get this over here?
And I try and like,
Come here, come on, let's go on the other side of the tank.
What is Fate doing during all this?
He looks annoyed at his team, but then he's just gonna go up to the new guys and stare at them.
You said your name was Fate?
Yes.
Hi, Fate. I'm Carl.
Hi, Carl. Are you from this realm, Carl?
Like
This plane.
this plane. Like the Deadwoods? No,
No,
I'm
the
from
Prime.
Korea.
You're from Koran.
Yes.
Is that a city near here?
It's a couple weeks travel away. What is a plane?
There.
Is
What?
Let's see. is the prime hidden knees here from this place as well.
What's that? And you see, like, they're traveling in pairs, right? So Memphis is like, the hell's a hidden knees? I'm assuming you say Hadozi.
A dozy, yeah.
It's like, what's a Hadozi?
He looks at him again, just kind of stares at him.
They're both of them are like,
And he looks like a giant ape, right?
yeah, he's a giant ape, as far as you can tell.
They
But he
look like
talks.
you, but smaller.
Like a monkey?
A monkey. They would not like this term.
Yeah, that's weird.
We employ many hidneys. They are some of the great best mercenaries, although they are simple-minded.
Oh. Well, I'm not stupid.
Stupid is different than simple. They aren't stupid when it comes to killing their enemies.
Oh.
As I say, if we employ them, they need to be the best.
Are you offering a job?
Tilts his head. A hiddenese of your size would be a great addition to our ranks.
Yeah, I'm
How
not
much
a
is he
Hadozi.
paying you, Dozy? What is your kind called here? Are you like the elves or the
Eladrin?
Eladrin?
I don't know what an Eladrin is, but elves. I haven't seen an elf ever, and my pops told me that elves were gone a long time ago.
He's gonna look over at are the other guys still here?
I mean, they're nearby, but they're not like directly next to you. As Emiko and Calamar are like going off, they're walking off to go to set up tent, set up camp, so on and so forth.
Is Baker still around?
And Baker's just sort of like watching, like he's just sort of like sentry mode esque, like watching the entirety of like what's going on as people are breaking off, and he has this look of like, what the fuck just came back?
He's gonna look at Baker. Is this true, Baker? Are elves and Eladrin rare here? We just traveled with one. By the way, he's dead.
Harmony's dead?
Yes.
Man. Well, Fayte. Yes. Elves. They more or less disappeared about a century ago. Eladrin, they tend to stick to the Fae, but sometimes they make their way out here.
So they're rare here.
I would say very.
He's gonna shrug. Well, now they're rarer.
Yeah, that's too bad, man.
Yes.
Did you guys already tell the others? Grimtooth?
No. He seems to know things, though. Gonna look back
Yeah.
at. So, if you are not a Hadozi, do you have a name for your kind? As this one is obviously a human.
Well, I don't typically like to categorize myself like that. I think it's reductive.
Are there more of you?
Way more than some people think. Everybody so far has made some sort of deal. You know what I mean?
That is good. He's gonna take out his journal and start writing in it.
Well, all right. Are you gonna walk away from him, or are you just gonna like stay there?
No, it's right in
Yeah,
their face.
he's just okay. Are you like a news reporter, or? And then we're gonna cut over to Tomoe and Calamar.
Yeah, he's not done.
Fayte here for the Astral News.
Yeah,
New
right.
rare monkey species discovered on the Prime Realm. Find out at 5.
Jesus.
Yeah. So as we kind of break line of sight to like, oh yeah, let me get the tents out of the side bags of the. We need to get that fucking thing into the bag
Yeah,
so it stops talking.
Yeah, as soon as like they're behind the
Like one of the vehicles or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Emiko is going to set the chest on the ground and be like, "All right, get the bag ready because as soon as I open this, we're grabbing it and I'm shoving it in, and we're done with it.
Okay, sounds good.
Whatever."
Contingency, I'll grab it with my mage hand.
Real quick. You two are going to try to coordinate opening the chest, grabbing the thing, putting it in the bag.
Yeah.
Same as last time.
I'm holding concentration on my 1 minute mage hand, but I'm holding the bag open
Physically,
to
you were
assist.
Yep.
Yeah, to assist him or her put in the halberd. And if that fails, then I'm going to mage hand try and put it into the.
So, Tomoe is going to try to throw the thing open, grab the axe, put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are you going to do about the bedroll that is stuffing it between? Because he just shoved it in there, right?
Okay,
So
then I
you've got
guess-
bedroll. You have inside of chest, axe, bedroll. So you are going to
A bedroll weighs 7 pounds.
I think it would be.
I will use mage hand to pick up the bedroll.
There we go.
All right. Now
I was just gonna like toss it in the air and then.
he's gonna do the anime, and then it's gonna come. Anyway, so
yeah,
all right.
it twinkles.
So here's
in the
what we're
sky
going
far
to
away.
I am going to need a dexterity check from the both of you.
All right.
Now, hold on. I want this in a specific order. I want it to go Tomoe first, and then Calamar.
Okay.
Tomoe, dexterity check, please. All right.
Ooh.
Okay. So. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Mage hand, little slow on the draw as you go to pull the thing out. You're like, you had it, then you lost it, now you have it back. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like it's
Getting
like
used to it. This
it's
time
like riding a bike. It all comes back, but it's coming back, right?
So this time the mage hand doesn't actually look like a hand. It's just 5 tentacles, and like the suckers aren't
marionette
all
puppet.
working.
Yeah.
They're like
right.
so it just kind of like gets a couple and then pulls it, like slinkies it out of the open chest.
So you hear as you Emiko, instead of just reaching straight, or Tomoe, she reaches at an angle to try to get under it, already seeing you not doing good pulling this, right? As she goes,
Calamar's sweating.
grabs it, goes to shove it in, you hear "Ah!" and then hand in the bag, pulls it out, zipped closed. Yep. So you just hear "Ah!"
Oh, it sounded like you were about to sneeze there, Alan. Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh wait, I gotta get back in the bag, and I pull out 2 wet tents.
All right. You pull out 2 waterlogged tents.
Yes.
All right. Just completely. You left them shits in the wash, and then you turned the wash off when it was. Yeah. All right.
And
So,
then I'm like, oh yeah, the meat too. We might want that because it's gonna get bad. And then I pull out the
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, sometime I need you to lower me into the bag while I clean all the water. And we should start cleaning the water.
So, you know about hot dog water? That's what Calamar
Yeah.
has a bag of right now.
Do me a favor,
there's
roll me a
2 rusty
D100
hunting
Calamar.
traps in there, and
Roll me a
Bottle
D100,
of soy
Calamar,
sauce
please.
just floating around.
That's gross. That's icky. That's icky caca.
Yeah. I wanted to keep our companion in there too, for reasons.
What the fuck is wrong with all things?
He didn't say it. All right.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
say it.
okay.
Okay.
I did say it.
Calamar, roll me a D100.
Okay. Where is
Come
there?
on, roll me under a 10. Roll me under a 10.
Bonk. No way.
Oh,
Damn.
no way. So you didn't roll under a 10, but what you did roll is pretty fucking good. As you pull these things, like for one, these fucking things, these tents, a 2-person tent. Can you imagine how much water it's still holding, even though it's rolled up? And this like torrent of water, and then you do it again, and this torrent of water, of colored water, that hits the ground. You see, for the briefest instance, brown ground underneath the water. Almost immediately, you see green hairs come up underneath the water. And as the water passes, gray.
How much water would I have lost? I have 448 pounds. You just want to knock off like 150?
I don't know, because there's no way you're going to lift with one hand
I know.
300 pounds out of the fucking bag. You know what I mean?
Each
Like-
one might have had 75 pounds.
I mean,
Let's just
so these
call
are
it
2-person tents.
let's call it a flat, like 20 pounds of water, because like that was big. The amount of water displaced from this thing, like inside of it, like there's no way that it's like a huge substantial amount, unless you're just trying to get rid of the water.
No, I mean,
But like,
whatever makes
yeah,
the most
20
I mean-
pounds, 20 pounds of water. That's like 10 pounds of water each. That's what is that, like
if
a
you take
gallon?
like a family size, like
I have
4-person
the
tent,
weight as 8
those
pounds
weigh
per
about
gallon.
like 10 pounds. So
I have 56 quantity, and I have it set as 8 pound, or like the weight is 8 pounds per. So I'll
Well,
knock
then
that
take
down.
out
That's
2 quantity.
2 quantity?
Yeah, so
So
54 instead of 56.
54. All right.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you guys do that. You fucking.
Curious. All right, let's note that for later. Maybe that druid was onto something. She needed dirt though. Why wouldn't she want water?
dirt for growing food, plant.
In this
Okay,
area, since we're an hour away from this place, I'm going to pick up a stone, take out my magic quill.
Sorry,
that just
I was actually on the other map this whole time.
Oh.
I just didn't activate it. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna move myself over to here behind this one. I'm just gonna pick up a stone, and then as I inscribe it with my magical quill, just like a brief description of hour away from
Right.
blah 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 blah. I'm marking a stone for later
Shadow
use
Village.
for teleport
Gotcha.
stuff. But I don't
Okay.
have teleport. But
I would highly recommend in your journal,
yeah,
just write down like location description or whatever, like of the places that you're collecting these rocks from.
okay,
Just so that way you have like a list of like
yeah.
hour away from Shadow Village, Gilmore's Ruins, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? That way, just so that way you have like, you know what I mean. Besides us going like, where have we been, and then trying to figure all that out, because you know that doesn't always work. All right. So, is there anything else that you guys wanted to do before we cut back to Fayte and all them?
No, I think I'm pretty much good. We got that settled, so they're not going to be curious about that. And then I think just kind of like taking out the stuff that would be typical for a night stay, and then starting our trek back to them.
You gonna start
I'm
cooking?
going to go.
Yes, I'm going to start setting up the cooking pots and
Okay.
inspecting the meat that has been waterlogged.
Seems about as fresh as the day you put it in, which was yesterday.
Yeah,
or
it
the
was
day
yesterday.
before, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
Seems fine.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
I'm going to go try and find.
Okay.
Okay,
Where and how?
Oh no, that was Emiko. That was Emiko telling.
Oh, okay.
How.
I'm gonna give you my bird. It will listen to your instructions. I think.
Can it see in the fog?
Are you talking about your familiar?
Yeah. I mean, can it do that? Can I have it do that?
No, you control
No.
it directly, and up to what 100 feet you can control it directly, but you can view through it up to 1,000 feet or something like that. Or
Yeah,
you can,
I think
there's
I'm just
there's
gonna.
no upper limit to viewing through it, but you can only control it up to 100 feet.
Right.
Well, all right. I can have my familiar look in the 100-foot vicinity and report back if it sees it, but I don't think it's gonna have a good time seeing.
Well, you might as well try everything that we have.
All right. Well, which direction are you going, and how long are you gonna be gone?
I'll head back into the fort, and I'm only gonna go. I don't know, not that far away.
Well, remember, it's easy to get lost. I would recommend you don't go, but I understand you have
There's a reason why I'm only going straight, and then turn around and back.
How far straight?
What could possibly go wrong?
I'll say 3 minutes walk.
Perfect.
Well, if you die, thank you for the magical item.
Oh, please. I didn't want to.
Oh. Well, when you get back, if you get back, there'll be food for you.
Good. Thank you.
All right.
And be safe. Truly.
I'll try.
Doubly all right. So,
I'm going to go.
Fayte. You're taking your notes, and Carl and Memphis, they kind of like look at each other, and Carl's like, all right, well, I'm gonna, should we like, are we welcome here? And he's looking at Fayte like, you're muted.
Yes, you're very welcome here. I love getting new information.
Oh, okay.
And you're a paladin, right?
Yes.
And you're also young for a human?
Kind of, yeah.
You don't seem threatening.
Oh, well,
And I'm told adventurers are opposed to backstabbing and murder.
well, okay. Let's break this down just a little bit. While I am younger, there is an odd phenomenon in which, do you remember anything before like your 16th birthday?
No,
Nobody does.
probably bits and pieces.
No. Nobody does. Is that weird? Not too many people think about it. Most people are just going by their day-to-day life. Obviously, look at us. We're in a hellscape sometimes. But if you really think about it, nobody remembers being any younger than 16 or 17 years old. That's weird, right?
Do I not remember being younger than 16 or 17?
Nope.
I suppose.
Some people just assume that we're all born this old, but there's like priests and stuff that are like, well, we have to come from somewhere. So how do we, and why the abstract number of 16? Anyways, it's all foil hat propaganda to some people, but
Beautiful.
like, okay, so yes, paladin. I am a journeyman paladin, and I come from. Oh wow, that is not where he comes from. Why is that a thing? Sorry. I am a paladin of the mainlanders.
The mainlanders.
He nods. He like, huh? Huh?
Is that a group?
Oh, instantly deflates. Like, oh man. Yeah. It's like the biggest.
Biggest.
It's like the biggest order of paladins in the central world. But okay. I was trained by the two greatest living paladins of our time. Huh?
So you would say that you're valued.
Yes. Ish. I'm on my way to being more valued, but currently I am pretty high profile.
Do your orders work like families?
I mean, we call each other brethren, but we're not blood related. We're more like brothers in arms. Does that make sense?
Yes, but you paladins are guided by your... Actually, I'm not sure. Your power's been... There's not many of you where I come from.
Ah, not too many people have the willpower to make an oath so holy that it encompasses supernatural abilities. My oath that I kept, you could say it is my devotion to my order and everything that my order stands for that grants me these powers. I've witnessed miracles from those who trained me. True blue miracles. I've seen what someone who makes the promises that I've made, what they can accomplish. And let me tell you, friend, it is awe-inspiring. And
You're
seeing
very
is believing.
forthcoming with information. I
Well,
like that. You
I'm a
said
paladin.
your name is Stan?
No, it's Carl.
Carl, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, how long is your contract with this hidden knees from the Prime Realm? Hadozi.
I'm not a Hadozi. I don't even know what that is. Why do you keep saying that?
Because you haven't given me another thing to call you.
Okay. You could just call me Memphis. That's my name. That's who I am.
When is your contract with Memphis up?
We haven't made a contract.
I would like to make a contract with you, Memphis.
It's Memphis.
Memphis.
What is... Okay. What is this contract that you want to make with me?
We will discuss terms further later, but essentially, when I return home, you will come with, you will work, you will be hired into our mercenary ranks, and from there you will probably be approached by many tribes to join bloodlines, as you seem quite suited for our more barbaric mercenaries or our more martial mercenaries.
When you say home, where is home?
I'm not from this realm,
Oh?
or this
Is that like...
plane.
Are you from like Friashad, or...
No, I am from the Astral Sea.
What is that? Is that... Oh, wait, that's... You're probably talking... Hold on. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. I have heard of this place. Nope, I haven't heard of this place. You don't
That
look
is
like a seafaring being. You look like a terrestrial human, like an earthbound person, like a groundbound person.
no. This is a disguise.
Oh, okay. Um, weird. You're like an alien then?
An alien.
You know, like
I am alien to here. Yes.
a Nemesiano. I met one.
I
There was
forgot
two.
you made that race.
There was two in Karan, and then one of them just like left. But the other one, he's a pretty good guy.
Yes, we didn't know, you see, and we took precautions. But I don't think I need to be precautious around you two.
Oh. Well, that sounds like a compliment, but you're saying it so abruptly that it almost sounds like anger. But please, that might just be your mannerisms.
I've noticed that human faces and vocal cords form a shape when your face is relaxed.
Oh,
It seems they put effort into making different facial points that I have not yet mastered.
oh, I see. Well, I'll consider the offer of contract. I am also not this. I don't know if that changes the nature of your contract, but I am not an ape.
That's upsetting.
Yes, that's what most people say, which is why I just choose to take this form. Because a talking ape is funny, whereas
Why is that funny?
I don't know. Most people, they think it's like a gimmick or a joke, but
He looks at the paladin. Is this a gimmick and a joke?
no, not really.
Does... Okay. I need to discuss with my group. I'm sure you both are welcomed.
All right. Well, that sounds like a private conversation. Just let us know when you want us to bring this chicken over there. Actually, you guys kind of hold all the cards here. You want to just take the chicken over there to them? Because I don't want to. And you hold out a hand, just like right to face level. And he's like, "All right, here you go. Here is my
Chicken.
only meal besides rations. I'm trusting to you to."
Your chicken will be fine.
Yep.
He's just gonna walk away.
Memphis, you would just hear like Memphis just trying like, "What is that guy's deal? What? I don't understand." And Carl was like, "Hey, look, man. You're still disguised as an ape. So, what's your deal? Look, they're nice." And then it just kind of like fades off. So,
He's gonna go to Calamar.
yeah, you guys all reconvene.
Is Calamar currently controlling Familiar?
No.
Yeah.
I'm sending it out on 100 perimeter search to see if it can find Cilia and then come back, but that'll take a really long time.
Okay.
I think I'm dragging these two waterlogged tents as Emiko is probably heading in a direction, or
Yeah, at that point, I think Emiko would like just be starting to like walk away.
He's just casually in D speech gonna say, "It's not a Hadozi. It seems to be some sort of other creature pretending to be one."
In your mind, you'd hear,
Oh, that is quite curious. I'll probe him next.
Fate
I
walks
learned
up.
much.
fails.
Ah, yes, of course.
Wow,
Sorry.
that sounds more like like a sad dog than a
I can have
whale.
a straight face.
Oh, yeah, but he has a straight face, so he's just.
Well, it's even worse because I'm doing the telekinetic like speech to him,
yeah.
so I'm just like blank staring at him while he's
It looks like you're witnessing him sing.
yeah. And then
Why couldn't your world just be a series of incomprehensible sounds? Why do you got to do the whale song?
You comprehend whale song? I can't.
I can't either.
I don't have deep speech.
Anyway,
So
I
I
don't-
give you the quick download of what I like as I'm starting to struggle to carry these things back about what I had learned about the paladin, about where they're from, and that how innocent they are and how easily manipulated they will be.
I pretty much gave him the information I gleaned, and I pretty much came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
At least with the paladin. With the other one, he just says that he's not a hidden knees, that it's
Yep.
something, and that the reason why he's speaking this language is he doesn't know what it is, and doesn't know if they have great hearing.
Okay. And yeah, I tell you
But
that
he came to the
I
same
will
conclusion
probe
that they're not a
I'll-
threat.
I'll probe that one next to find out more about him. And then I'm going to move to
Does
Hey, both of
Does
you guys make me a
Calamar
perception check with disadvantage real quick.
Calamar know what a dozy is?
perception tech
With disadvantage, both of you guys. Perception.
with my ability or my familiar.
With your ability.
Disadvantage.
But you said
Does-
disadvantage?
Yeah, please. Because you guys are talking to each other. Like not looking or paying attention to anybody else. You guys are kind of like engaged with each other right now. Okay. And then Calamar can make a history check, also with disadvantage, to see if you recognize, because you're not from the astral sea,
But
right?
Dozy, yeah, I personally know
Gotcha.
nothing, but maybe Calamar does.
You know, surprisingly enough, okay. Surprisingly enough, it's not something that you've ever seen. This particular species is not something that you've personally ever seen. But you have heard of within the those who are spacefaring. GIF are hippo people. Astral elves are elves in space. Hadozi, like the Nagloshi, are a weird niche. As best your mind comprehends, is like monkey plus person, Hadozi. Nagloshi would be like spider plus person, Nagloshi. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, yeah, I get the gist of what they are. It's basically spider monkey person.
Gotcha. And these aren't the flying one or like the gliding
Yeah,
ones, right?
Those ones.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
ones that got
no,
retconned
next to
because they
nothing.
were slaves,
Yes.
and now they're not. Yeah.
Because they could fly basically forever.
Yeah. Was it 5 feet for every foot of fall? So
Yeah.
it's like 150 feet was their initial. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so then after that, then I would start taking out all of my stuff, and I think I used one of my like cups or something from my
Right. I think you used
my
was it a sauce pot
pot?
and a cut?
Yes.
And a cup, something like that. Like I
Yeah.
think you have like a not complete chef's
Yes.
or
Yes.
cook's utensils. Right.
Yes. So I will hand that over to Fayte, and then kind of give him the nod to like give it the Timothy, and then
I hand him the chicken.
yeah. So we do the exchange of the icky, sticky essence.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
so you give me essence.
Mhm.
Okay. How much essence did you give me?
Fuck, I don't even know. It was quite a bit.
I know that Josh had 2.
Yeah.
Tomoe.
Tomoe. I had 6, and I don't know. I thought you or
Cilia had
some.
2 of them.
I remember giving up one of my things for
Yeah, 'cause I think you gave yours up or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think because I never wrote anything down. So Cilia has the other portion.
Yeah, so she has it. Yes, that's
So never mind. I don't hand you shit.
But he does nod at you. Yes. Chicken. A rice chicken.
So Emiko is going to look for Cilia. She has the rest of the essence.
So this again, deep feed, still gonna talk normal.
Well,
Yes.
once I
No, give it to him after the rest of the day.
I think you can.
Wait, is she back?
What did you
No,
say?
no, I'm just saying. I believe she gave it to you last time, if I remember correct.
I don't remember, but I'll take that if anyone else remembers.
I don't. I remember asking
Because I thought it was like there was like an exchanging of like, all right, cool.
I remember
Yeah,
asking you for yours and you didn't give it to me.
I thought I did.
I will tell you what. Let's do this. Let's say for now she did. And then if she didn't, then there'll just be cataclysmic consequences.
Cool.
Got it.
Fair? Okay.
Good.
Emma
Alright,
gets
so-
sucked into a shadow essence vortex hole.
Maybe not even Emiko. Maybe the next one.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh.
dare.
All right.
Don't worry, I have like 20 other deck cards. So we can play the game.
I got like 20 other death claws. You know what I mean?
Oh, my favorite.
All right, so so yeah, all right, so Calamar, you have 2 of the shadow essences. I will give those to you here in just un segundo, so that way you can then I should just give them to Fayte,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
just
just give yourself 2 extra Fates. So you should have 8 then, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
In
it's
total.
not an actual. It is an actual item.
It's an actual item, yes.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Okay. Sick.
Then
Alright.
I give you the down low on what they are doing as far as looking for Cilia because reasons, and then I'm gonna start cooking.
Sick.
Do I still see Emiko?
I think as you were approaching, she was walking off. So you guys kind of did this whole thing. Once she walks into the forest,
I don't.
gone.
She still hasn't given me her essence.
You
In your
gotta give her
mind,
your essence.
Well, I told her not to go, but she's pretty hell-bent. Maybe you could catch her. Just grab it from her.
I'm not going out there. Every 5 feet, you get lost. I doubt we'll see either of them again. Maybe that's why we ran into those 2. Maybe they're the replacements.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, fuck, I hope not.
Why?
What do you mean,
Weak as shit.
why? Look at him.
Uh-oh. The paladin seems young, but I'm still confused as to what the other one is.
Oh, I'll find out. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna go see the man, the myth,
Timothy, the man, the
Let-
myth, Timothy Vega.
Baker.
He just
Alright.
And he's gonna walk off to Baker.
Okay, you're gonna go to Baker. We can cut to Tomoe. Tomoe. You walk, you get to the edge of the forest, which is obviously outlined with this great, heaping, rolling, permanent, thick, split pea fog. And no, he had Cilia's, right? Not Tomoe's. So,
No,
what? So,
No.
you approach the edge of the fog. You make your way in.
Albert out.
Halberd out.
Make the way.
Shiking.
I'm literally just going in a single
Straight.
direction.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. Make me a survival check. She's like, why can't it be that simple? I just want it to be that simple.
Don't fail me now, dice. My baby, we've been rolling hot.
Oh, and there it is. Does a 6 hit? 3 minutes. You walk for 3 minutes in what you assume is a straight line. Crunches, breathing. Hold on to your butts as I turn this off. Hey, you hear about 10 feet to your left.
Is it familiar voice?
Sounds like Cilia.
Cilia?
Emiko or Tomoe?
Emiko?
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to make my way towards the voice. You said
Right.
like 10 feet or so?
Yeah. So you 10 feet to your left, you turn, you go 10 feet to your left, and boy, this is not a good look for Cilia. Okay. So, we don't run off again. I encountered
thought
more
we-
of them.
Of the shadow.
No. Remember those things? The fucking things that attacked when we were hungry?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not those ones. Other ones. They had like fucking black ichor leaking out of their eyes, and they had these hooks for hands that would shoot 60 feet. I was running blind. Okay. And she looks fucked up. You see cuts, gashes in her armor, stuff like
I would
that.
like to use my lay on hand tool on her.
Okay. Thank you.
All 35.
And you, all 35. Boom. Okay. All right. I take it you guys made it out because I was searching and searching and searching, and I was hoping that I was running straight.
Yes, they did. And then
Okay.
we thought you would be with Timothy Baker, and you weren't. So, like an
Gotcha.
idiot, I finally rushed in, story of my life, to find you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Can we go out now? The healing is very well welcomed, but fuck, man, this place is so fucked. I am tired of being here.
Emiko is going to hold her hand out. I am not letting you even 5 feet away. Take my hand. We are getting out of this door, and we are going to go eat a nice meal prepared by Calamar. We also have.
Did you say prepared by Calamar?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay. Doesn't ping anything.
We have 2 new guests as well. They seem like, quite frankly, they seem like they just turned. Well, at least the paladin seems like he just turned 18, and he is off on his first adventure. And then, oh my goodness, Fayte. I don't know what happened. Decided to become grumpy old people in persona, and it is the strangest thing trying to watch him talk to.
He can shapeshift?
I didn't know.
Okay. Well,
You have to see it. We need to go now.
All right.
Take my hand. Let's get the fuck out of
So it's when you pivot. Did you make a full 180? Did you make a 45? Did you pivot 90 degrees?
Fuck.
Uh-oh. Fuck. Which way was straight? Which way is straight back? You look down at your feet. You look for signs of steps. Are we going back?
Emiko is going to try and retrace her steps as best as you can remember.
And as best as you can remember,
Or
that 6 is as best as you can remember. After a while, she looks at you and goes, "No, we're not. Please, no, we're not."
Don't even think about it. Where to go? I have had it up
Okay.
to here. I am not ready. I want to go back to camp, eat, and go straight to bed and end this
Look.
day. That it is fucking crazy.
Listen, while we're here, I was hoping for like a more ideal location for us to talk. But I guess it's far enough away from those fucking numbskulls. You remember how like I found out what I am a long time ago? You know,
It's
a dragon.
It's a bit, other than the highlights, most of the first life is kind of a blur, especially after the whole dragon. But I
Do you remember about a couple of days ago with the lock?
and how it nearly killed you.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
When I came back, like, to consciousness, I had a weird impression in my head of a piece of shit Grimtooth saying that not everything that glitters is gold. And it made me think, what does that mean to us? I've been doing a lot of thinking. I think it means not everything is as it seems. Does that make sense?
I mean, that's one way to interpret it.
How would you interpret it?
I mean, I mean, I'm not ready for the whole philosophy thing right now. That's more of her thing
Well,
to do. But
What else
I
can
mean,
we do? Wait, are you Tomoe or Emiko?
I'm
your pick.
Emiko.
Okay,
I
right.
She's more of the thinker type. I'm more of the.
Right. Okay.
In my opinion, if someone told me that out of the blue, then I would just think it means not everything that's valuable is treasure. But if he said that after the lock incident, your interpretation might be right.
I want to try it.
Again,
Yeah. Because if it's what I think it is, either I'm not going to care anymore, or I'm going to get a whole lot stronger. And right now, we keep tucking tail and running, only to try to regroup and get our shit stomped in, to then come back and try again. And I'm kind of tired of trying. I have to leave a mark on this world. And then this, I can't. Not in any real meaningful way. I've tried, but I want you to try again. And if it's what I think it is, it could be our ticket out of here. It's worth a shot. But you and I we can get out of here. And we might be able to go gather up some fucking help.
I think that'd be the best decision. And Mako's gonna very hesitantly, it's very clear that she doesn't want to go to the same point of it might kill her. And then I trust as she puts her hand out for the key.
She rifles around in her pocket. Okay. Pulls out this key. Puts it in your palm, but holds onto it and goes, even if everything says I'm dead, turn that key. The only question is, what direction do we turn it?
Which hand are you proficient in? Left or right?
Am I right? Of course. Everybody is.
When you're
Says
opening
the
up,
left-handed person, right? Aren't you left-handed?
I am left-handed, yeah. Left-handed people die all the time. Stupid.
when you open a door, always think this keymaker had any integrity, it would be the same. And placing a lot of faith in a lot of people today.
The keymaker was Grimtooth.
Let's just try right.
Okay. Again, no matter what happens, turn that lock. If we survive this, we'll send them a message somehow.
I mean, they're just on the road. If you get that form back, we can just hop right over there and tell them.
Yeah,
Peace out, fucko.
right.
Which I'd really like to say to me.
Okay. You're going to turn to the right? Because that's what any regular locksmith
That's
would
what
make.
that's not just any regular locksmith, any sane person.
This is Grimtooth we're talking about. But if you think to the right is going to make it and not kill me, okay. She lets it go. She tilts her head back ever so slightly.
Really quickly,
Yep.
can I make an intelligence check to see if Emiko would remember all the doors that she's opened in her life and whether it's when she put the key in, if it's to the left or the right?
That's the dumbest question ever.
I'll tell
Okay,
you
shut
what.
the fuck up,
I'll tell you
motherfucker.
what.
Peanut butter gallery.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Shit.
Any regular lock that you've ever opened that you can think of has to have been to the right. This is a sadistic lich. Maybe it's to the left. But one way or another, You're gonna find out.
That was the 13th percentile, and you gave me the most cryptic fucking message ever.
I gave you exactly
I
what
think
you
it's the
asked
best
for.
answer. that you
And
could
then
get,
I gave
really.
you the reasoning why it may be the opposite, but who knows?
Because it always depends on which way the door's handle is. So there's no door handle. So you have no idea.
Which way
It
are you
is
turning it? As she's
50-50,
like,
man.
hurry up, man. Just do it before I
I
lose my
want to
nerve.
give a tug on the lock.
It's
I'm
not. No,
assuming
no.
it's like
It's it is no, no. It is a light keyhole.
Oh, okay. There's no. I for some
Yeah, no.
reason I was imagining it's like a master lock where you like pull down. you
Yeah,
can
she's
see
wearing
which
a
lever is-
collar, and she's
BDSM.
like, yeah.
She takes
Yeah,
out her
she's got-
fucking
she's got a-
ball gag.
She's got a
Come on.
gimp mask on. Come on, look, can we hurry up?
The pop.
If you die from this, there's no one I would have rather died with than you. And with those words, Emiko is going to push the lock in, the key in, and turn to the left.
You push the lock in. She goes, ow. no, you push the lock in. She stabs her sword into the ground. No, I'm kidding. You push the lock in. And you turn to the left.
Yeah.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Good thing all my saves got those good shit.
You should know that is a fail. What do you think the DC of a lich is? So, we see an exploded view out. In this thick fog, the tops of these dead trees come out like gnarled fingers everywhere around. There's this of light. The fog itself pushes away, revealing these two people. One silhouette falls. The other one drops to catch, down to a knee. As the fog rolls in, you hear a pained scream. And suddenly, this long neck stretches up out over top of this fog. The moonlight shines down, reflects this brilliant polished steel neck blades of a steel dragon as its spines come out looking like massive great swords. And you see this almost like Godzilla breath come out in this brilliant blue as it the fog is pressed back by these massive wings that push it back. Emiko, you sit kneeling on one knee as you were catching Cilia. Her body into this giant, it's a physical transformation. This is not like a illusion that disappears revealing a steel dragon. This is a physical werewolf-like transformation as her hands stretch, skin split, and her bones turned to this odd amalgamate of like almost rust-colored steel. As within this physical Cilia shell splits and rips apart, revealing this awesome dragon. Not awesome cool. You find yourself 100% a mixture of inspired and frightened of a form of Cilia that you have not seen. as she looks down and you see this very human bloodshot eye that is about the size of your head plus, as she looks down at you, and with a mouth that is so glittering and reflective, these sharpened teeth that look ridiculously like these bright steel like cones. Cilia's voice, as human as it's ever been, comes to the forefront. I am glad you changed your mind. Okay. Reach down to that slough of my skin where my coat was. There's a scroll inside of there. Pull it out. And you see literally it looks like a skin suit. It looks like an Egger suit that is like Cilia, like
Ew,
her
like a
face.
I think like as
face.
if Emma,
Like,
as if
remember
Emma
when
goes
he's
just-
changing skin and you
Skin
see
tag.
yeah, and it
Skin
slides
tag.
back.
Yeah,
in.
right.
Mhm. Yep.
I think
Gross.
like Emiko has a face, like the look on her face, as if she's in the middle of a sewer and she just got plopped there.
Yep.
Like it's just like, ugh, fucking utter disgust.
Oh, come on.
As she like reaches into.
You've exploded people and you're gonna get grossed out by this. Come on.
Yeah, this is different. War never changes, you know. Fucking meat bag.
Just grab the goddamn scroll. There's also a letter attached to it. I took the time while I was inside of that house to write out the letter.
Grab both of them. I'm gonna just hold on to them.
When we take off, read that scroll and send it to Calamar. Exactly what the note says.
Okay.